What's up guys, it's DJ. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to look at the best mods and biggest stories from this week in the world of Farming Simulator. We're also going to take a look at a few recent stories that have happened over the past 24 to 48 hours. So let's jump right in. Alright, starting off with some new and current news and information for modders around the community, and we begin with Sid modding and his next mod, the Challenger MT900, and then followed by the MT800 and then the MT700. All in similar configurations that we had in Farming Simulator 19. As you know, this was the first game in the generation that did not include a larger Challenger variant, so it's going to be nice to see these returning as mods. Additionally, he's also creating a yellow and black version of his Kloss Combine, which is going to look great on North American maps. Something else that's going to look great on North American maps, and maybe some European maps as well, depending on how you play, the TLX9000 from AGCO Studio, which is getting some big upgrades and quality of life improvements overall over the Farm Sim 19 version. Work is still continuing every day on his live streams, which you should totally check out, by the way. It's not all just modding. He has a lot of fun. It's a very well-rounded stream, lots of good times. Link below. Another truck that we've been talking about is the Kenworth T2000, aka the Lizard T2000 from Hispano Modding. There's still a few things missing from these pics, like details and configurations, but we can get an idea of what to expect. Well, at least we could if I could read what these words were anyway. Last time we saw this truck, it was still in the modeling phase, so things are progressing greatly, and a lot's happened since then. This is going to be a monster when it's released. Looking good. Here's a surprise from AGCO. They've started working on a new semi-truck, the Mack MD series. Shown here are at least 3 different versions of the truck, all without a 5th wheel on the back. Now, from the bit of research that I've been able to do today, these appear to be work trucks, box trucks, or liquid trucks, whatever you want to put on the back of it. Purpose-built machines for the job at hand. I'm very excited to see what AGCO does with this. Like She Modding show off a new map that they are making off of a real-life farm based in France, the Alex Prodealcenter farm, a real farmer on YouTube, Alexander de Prodealcenter. Their channel releases videos every 2 weeks or so, showing off life as a cereal farmer and entrepreneur in France. Their channel is based around agriculture, farming, and farming enthusiasts. He also does some testing of equipment on his farm as well. It is located in Berry, France, and Black Sheep Modding say that this is the next map that they'll be releasing for FS22 for all platforms. And our last current news story comes from Lancy Boy, who says that his map Stone Valley 22 did fail testing again on Friday, but only on a few minor things. The map has actually already been fixed and is already back with Giants. So while we wait on that, he's announced a new project that he started, American Falls. This map actually grew from him trying some new things in Giants Editor that were a little out of his comfort zone, at least at the time. It turned out to be something that he could really get into and started making the map that is mainly open with some forestry areas, and there's also a lot more to come. Also, he says not to worry, he's still working on the Wisconsin map that we talked about a few months ago, so hopefully we'll hear some news about that soon. Alright, so let's make our way into the top 10 mods that were released this week for all platforms. These are mods that I think everyone should download at least once and give them a try. You never know, you may find your new favorite mod. These are not in any particular order from 1 to 10, nothing like that, but they are grouped together with other mods like them. So let's jump in. Starting off with the Mack Superliner X from AGCO Studio. You knew this would be first on the list. This is a classic truck with inspiration from the base game Superliner, but completely rebuilt from the ground up. The truck has pretty much every customization option you could ever want, and is even supported by the TLX Phoenix X2 and X3 attachments. You will need to download the TLX Phoenix update that just came out this week to get those, but you can use the Superliner X without those as a semi-truck, so no worries. Next up is the John Deere 8R series from Custom Modding. This pack includes the new 2020 8RX, 8RT, and 8R, as well as the previous 2014 models of the 8RT and 8R, as well as the H480 front loader. There's a ton of options, including a fully remodeled American styling, openable door and windows, realistic steering animations, row cup tires, and more. If you're looking for a great 8R pack, this is definitely one to check out. Next up is another custom modding mod, the AGCO Vario 1000 US series. This is a mod that we've been waiting to see in Farming Simulator 19 for all platforms for about 4 years now. It was made back in 2019, but wasn't allowed to be on Mod Hub because there was another AGCO 1000 on the Mod Hub already. But as you know, that rule has now gone away, and anyone can upload whatever they want as long as it passes testing. These mods feature the Fendt, Challenger, and Fendt Black Beauty. Features Gen 1 and Gen 2 models, as well as some massive tires and every row crop option that you can even think of. If you want a big, beautiful North American style tractor, this is it, hands down. Just go get it. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we got a little tractor. Next up is the Lizard 10 series from John Deere 2450 and Matt XJS. This is a debranded version of their previously released Ford 10 series, which is still available right now on the Mod Hub for PC players. The Lizard version is an all-platform model that is literally the same tractor. So you get to play with the same high-quality mod as the Ford branded version, but it's available for everybody. There's 7 different horsepower options ranging from 68 to 136 horsepower with 2 different engines, a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder. If you wanted to use a 4-tractor on console, trust me, this is as good as it's gonna get. Next one you might not have guessed that I would put on this list. It's actually the HM400 dump truck from Genemask. They already released a few other things kind of like this, including the D6N LGP dozer, the 980K wheel loader, and the dumpers pack, all based around the Caterpillar branding. But this one is different. It's actually a Komatsu truck. It can hold a very admirable 25,000 liters. Got plenty of power. It's not that expensive at 150K. Just check it out. If you guys like construction equipment, or maybe you just want to use something a little bit different to do some grain hauling, check this out. Making our way over to some top tools and equipment, we have the 6-ton fertilizer spreader from 82 Studio. This thing is really neat, and I don't think people really understand this mod. So let me explain it to you because I think it's going to blow your mind. It features 3 different capacity configurations. We have the default 6,000 liter, cool. We have the upgraded 9,000 liter, all right, and the mother of all, 25,000 liters. However, the interesting thing about that 25,000 liter version is that it uses the lime or fertilizer at 0.055, the rate of a normal spreader. So 5.5% instead of the 100% the normal amount, meaning that instead of having 25,000 liters, really, it's like you've got 454,545 liters in there, which is just insane. David, you're crazy. It's got every customization option under the sun, the largest capacity of literally anything in the game technically, and does solid fertilizer and lime. What's not to love about this? Go check it out. Next is another classic, the John Deere 2410 plow from JA Modding. I know many of you have been waiting on this tool and you've asked in a lot of videos recently. Don't worry, it's finally here. There's no customization for this. It's just a simple John Deere plow. 16.7 meters and 320 horsepower required. That's really all you need to know about. Nice and easy. If you've been waiting to complete your John Deere tools mods or whatever, just here you go. A massive John Deere plow for all platforms. The next mod spot is actually 2 different mods, but they're basically the same thing. You've got the Lizard Trex or T-Rex 600 from Black Sheep Modding and the new Tree Be Gone from Mantrid. They both allow you to drive up to a tree and use the machine as a grinder to make the tree just disappear. There have been a few mods like this released in the past, but these 2 are the best. The T-Rex has a reputation of its own, but you guys know it from Farm Sim 19, and that was based off of the Reward Xylor from Farm Sim 17, which was my favorite mod in 17. And of course, the brand new Tree Be Gone. This is a new mod from Mantrid, which can be used with 3-point hitches on tractors and vehicles in game. No matter which one of these mods you go with, make sure that you've got at least one of these installed on your game at all times. Never know when you're going to need it. Next up is not a new mod per se, but an update that adds 2 new mods, the mobile utilities from Yos. This update added the mobile bale sell point, aka the Nuggie, which will sell any bale that gets near it, so be careful, and the mobile buying station, which is kind of like a mobile silo in a way. It holds 100,000 liters of things like lime, fertilizer, that kind of thing, so you can refill right in the middle of the field. They can all be lifted by hand, and they're really neat. Yos makes some super cool stuff and game-changing mods for console players and PC players alike, so definitely check these mods out. And our last new top mod of the week was actually something that dropped on Saturday, the Lindner Lintrac Supercup from Creative Mesh. This was a mod that was only for PC and FS19, but they were able to make it work for all platforms at FS22. How cool is that? It can be quite difficult to do if you're not sure exactly what to do or how it works, but the directions are laid out extremely simple in the mod description. This is a competition to see who can get the best time. It is a game mode more than anything. What do? Well, drive over the incline travel, attach to the mower in the front, back up, attach to the trailer in the back, lower and lift the mower in the opposite zone, then back up again, detach the trailer in its parking zone, then detach the mower in its parking zone, stay level for 5 seconds on the seesaw, and drive through the gate at the end. Each fallen tennis ball that you hit on the cones will be a 5-second penalty each, so What's your best time? Let me know in the comments of yesterday's mod video. And our last section today is all about big stories in the world of Farming Simulator that you may have missed over the past week. These are things that you really need to know about. Starting off with FarmCon. As you know, FarmCon 22 has been scheduled for July 21st, 23rd, and 24th. But up until this week, we did not know exactly where it was going to be. Well, the physical location has been revealed for the on-site convention. It is the John Deere Forum in Mannheim, Germany. If you're not familiar, FarmCon is the official community event for modders, developers, and players of Farming Simulator alike. The first event, being held on Thursday, July 21st, is going to be the official online kickoff event, streaming on the Giant Software Twitch account in English. That starts at 8 p.m. CEST, which is 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. They will then continue to stream for many hours on the following Saturday. Speaking of that Saturday, the on-site convention starts then, and it goes through Sunday, July 23rd and July 24th at the John Deere Forum in Mannheim, Germany, as mentioned before. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. CEST on that Saturday and Sunday, and the program starts at 10 a.m., which is going to be 2 a.m. Eastern and 11 p.m. Pacific the night before. Pretty interesting there. Tickets can be purchased on Eventbrite and are 10 euros each, and each one comes with a goodie bag. I will be attending FarmCon, so if you've ever wanted to meet me in person, I'll see you guys in Mannheim on July 23rd and the 24th. I'll also be at TwitchCon streaming live with Giants the weekend before on July 16th and 17th. That's in Amsterdam. So stop by the Farming Simulator booth there and say, what I did. Next up, if you've been wanting to see some cool Kubota mods that go along with the upcoming Kubota DLC, Iconic Upgrades has you covered with something pretty simple actually, but took a while to put together. He's made 3 packs of mods, all rebanded with Kubota colors, models, and badging, but keeping with the original uses and features of these mods. It's all stuff that you've probably seen before. The 3 packs are the Kubota Ground, Grassland, and Fertilizer Equipment mod packs. These mods are based off of similar or identical equipment that we already have in the game that Kubota offers in their own lineup. Since Farming Simulator already has the rights to 2 other Kubota subsidiaries, Kverneland and Great Plains, there are plenty of options to choose from when picking out equipment for these packs. If you want to get a closer look at these mods, check out the video that I did yesterday titled Kubota Equipment Mods by Iconic First Look, and I'll also leave a link to Iconic's Facebook below as well. Check them out. And lastly in this video, there was a big story this week revolving around Valtra Mods. You may want to put on your tinfoil hats for this one though. On Wednesday, Blue Oggin Modding released their Valtra T-Series mod on their website only because Giants did not pass it from ModHub at all. This left many of us puzzled as to what was going on. Blue Oggin Modding is extremely popular in the modding world, and why wouldn't it come through as a Valtra in the game? Is that okay? Yes, Valtra's there, right? Additionally, there have been many of you asking why we haven't seen any Valtra mods on ModHub. Actually, I think we have one, but they were given special permission. Well, we may have something here. Giants ModHub team responded to Blue Oggin Modding with this statement. The only Valtra currently in this regard is a complete remodel to be a Brazilian spec, one we released or talked about before. For the EU region, we currently cannot approve the model due to some reasons we cannot share. We will welcome your mod at a later date. You'll get a response here when that happens. We have to put the mod on hold so our system does not delete your prepared mod. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like Giants are preparing some sort of Valtra pack or expansion, possibly a free update or something like that. We've seen a few things like this before, and I will say, normally Giants would just release a mod on PC and be done if the copyright was not owned or they didn't have the brand name to use. This happens every day almost, but this mod was just simply held back with what seems to be a future opportunity for release. That's cool, I guess. Do you think this is a Valtra expansion? Do you think this is a hint at a future DLC? Do you think that Giants are preparing something for free with the Valtra name, just like they did with AGI? Or do you think there's nothing here, they're up to nothing, and I'm just reading too much into this? I wish I could really tell you guys, but I have no clue either. But I am interested to see where we go from here, and I will let you know once we have some concrete evidence and proof of what's going on. So stay tuned. Well guys, that is going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it, get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Make sure your notification bells are on as well. That way you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. With that, hope you have a great day. We will see you later. Peace. You know, I really wish the Starbucks was closer. I need a refill.